All right, Josh.
If you want to rub my leg, we're going to get him chicken. I guarantee you I'll win.
All right.
I'm pretty good at that shit.
Start bucking at you and shit?
Bro,
wait.
I used to take
back to
showers
4
with other
people?
men butt naked.
OG 4 people. All right.
I'm going to win this game.
What's up, guys?
I've lost though.
What's up, guys? This is the My Crazy Podcast number 17. We're a little late on 16. Well, we're never late on... Let me just say this. We're never late on recording. These guys are great. They're always here every week. It's just I'm late on editing sometimes.
No matter how...
I gave up a job to be here.
No matter how fucking dirty I am for work, honestly, Matt, I want to recall this fucking podcast. How dirty can Jim come to the podcast?
All right, wait. Before we do that,
Yes,
let's
that's
introduce
what I
everyone.
want to.
I'm Matt.
Who the fuck are you today?
Tycho RC.
Cool.
Whatever. Dusty B.
I am can Jim come any dirtier to the podcast?
And I'm Matt for redundancy's sake. So, yeah.
Stop doing that.
What? It's my thing.
No.
Everybody's got a moniker, bro.
Yeah. So cool. One thing about this podcast, real quick, that I want to say, cool announcement. I'm finally also on top of. We're gonna get to regular schedule. Episode 20, I'll give you guys a regular schedule for release.
And if you watch, you get free dick pics from one of the selected crew.
Negative.
And also, big announcement. We're now putting every episode on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Play. Just get sent an email saying I'm approved. We're just waiting a little bit for them to put it up. So if you want. No, not if you want. Do it so we can get better ratings. Subscribe on SoundCloud, Google Play, and
support us on
iTunes.
Patreon.
We don't have a Patreon yet. But yeah, so...
Look for us when we do.
Much more ways. If you want to watch us in the car, Google Play.
Jim poisoned
podcast. It's great.
We got stuff.
Jim poisoned me today, guys.
Oh, wait.
With
one
a
last
tainted
thing.
beer.
Technically, you drank it, so you poisoned yourself.
No, he
True.
gave it to
Think of
me
the
like
idea.
it was all good and gravy.
It looks like gravy at the bottom of that beer.
Jesus. So yeah, but real quick.
It doesn't look as bad as the other day, but that makes me think I drank it all.
So wait, before we get started, we're releasing all the old podcasts every day in audio form on SoundCloud and stuff like that. We're on episode 4 uploaded today. By the time this comes out, like while we're shooting this today, I uploaded episode 4. So by the time this comes out, we'll be around episode 9 or 10. And then
It doesn't matter.
it'll be up.
Just watch it.
Everything's coming up. Just subscribe everywhere: iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube now, Instagram. We got the My Crazy Podcast Instagram, all that stuff. Let's get into the first.
And
There's too much
ours,
promotion,
God damn it.
honestly.
Yeah, facts. Way too much promotion. All right.
That's why we're fuck. That's why we were not getting good ratings.
No, actually, we're going up every day.
We're not getting good ratings because of you, Josh.
Actually, well,
Psycho RC.
a little.
Are they even in business anymore?
I don't know.
A little hint on the inside. Since I started releasing trailers, our ratings have gone up
They make
significantly.
Good
Nice.
So yeah, more trailers to come. Also,
Yeah, fuck with
follow
your
Instagram.
Yeah.
First topic: NFL is made a new rule where
Fuck that.
you can't kneel. You have to stand during the national anthem, or you have to be in the. I played baseball. I want to say dugout, but what's it called? The locker room. Sorry, locker room. I'm dumb.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry. You have to be in the locker room, or the team will fine you. The Jets have said we will pay any fine for any players that kneel. The only
Jets.
The only thing
Fucking
is,
New York, baby.
here's the only thing. No one on the Jets kneeled before. So it's like, I feel like that it's just a publicity stunt where they're just being like, yeah,
Well, it's still good. No, I still support
facts,
that. Good thing that they're saying that. Giants.
No, I agree.
So the ball's in your court.
Personally, I think
Giants.
the whole thing...
And the Bills. You're Buffalo. We'll give you a pass. You can fucking do whatever you want.
They're like Canada, like...
Well, you know what?
We give them they're like Michigan.
Yeah.
Well, here's one thing I was listening to, I forget if it was Power 105 or Hot 97. I listened to both a lot. Had people call in. One consistent thing that everyone had that they're annoyed about, they're like, when they kneel, it ruins the sport because they should just care about the sport. It pisses me off. It makes me shut off. But it's like, it's only 15 seconds of the game? And then it's over. And it's like, if you're really about the sport, who cares about the national?
Well,
You know what it is? It's the media being like, oh, look there, I'm kneeling.
Well, that's the thing. They've completely construed, like, the original reason why, Kaepernick kneeled in the first place is lost. Like, they're not even looking at that anymore.
Nope.
It's all about freedom of speech and shit like that now, which don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that shit. I'm glad we have it and stuff.
Yep.
But they just completely got off topic of what he kneeled for. And now, the NFL's putting limitations on what players can do. I'm going to fine you because you took a knee. Fuck you. As a veteran, that's their right. If you want to, I'm not saying go out and do it, I wouldn't do it because I'm against it. But that's your fucking right. If you want to go out and burn a flag, guess what? That's what we did for you. You have that right.
By we, you specifying you, none of us else have served.
Well, I'm saying, like, no, you all have that right. If you want to go out and fucking...
But you said we fought for.
when I say that, I'm talking about the military in general.
Yeah.
I'm talking about all my brothers in arms.
No, that's crazy, bro.
No, I got you. I just want to specify that we didn't.
My fault.
We didn't fight. I didn't fight.
Yo, your pasty ass definitely did not fight.
I did not fight.
I will. Just
Well,
putting it out there.
Yeah.
Jim's got a bad.
But no,
bad,
I got.
bad.
Yeah, no,
Was it
Jim
your
got
shoulder?
adrenaline-ish.
Honestly, my
Be
thing
like,
is,
oh, my shoulder.
I feel like the reason why they're trying to confuse his
More
meaning,
scary.
it's because it's an easy way to. Honestly, I feel like it's an easy way to to demonize him without. It's just an easy way to demonize him.
Absolutely.
Twist his story to be about something else.
Absolutely.
When even.
Oops.
You don't have to deal with the issue that way.
Exactly, and
You avoid it.
I just don't understand the people. I don't understand the people that are like, it ruins the. If you're really about football, it ruins the game that they do that, and I don't watch anymore. It's like, if you really care about the game, why does that matter? Also, I found this out. I don't know if this is exactly true. I think Ebro said this. The national anthem was only originally done during major games like the finals and the Super Bowl, until I believe the Army paid for sponsorship time.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, no,
the national
that's a
anthem
fact.
is a sponsored thing for every football game. It used to not be on every football game.
Yeah, so they can encourage
recruiters.
Yeah,
recruiters.
it's all about recruit. It's all about. That's the thing. They're twisted. It's all about money at the end of the day for them.
It's always been about money, bro.
Yeah.
We got fat cats making our laws.
Well, what Colin Kaepernick was all about. His whole thing obviously was about police brutality.
Yeah.
He had a good thing, and then these guys are trying to twist this thing, saying that they're trying to be good, but it's all about the money.
No, absolutely.
It's all about that. It's all about that sponsorship from the Army, so that the Army can recruit more people. It's kind of fucked up when you really think about it.
Yeah.
That's the world we live in, bro.
So
money rules everything.
So, do you guys watch football?
no,
Fuck yeah.
No, I don't ever watch football.
I
I don't watch football, and I'm definitely not gonna watch it anymore. I'm not gonna watch.
So, as
Super
people
Bowl
that watch
next year.
football, do you give a fuck if someone kneels on the side? Does that ruin the game for you?
No.
No, it's not my business.
I'm there for the game.
Yeah.
Yo,
Exactly.
people who are watching football are drunk and shoving food down their throat half the time that they're watching it anyway. You
And
think
your
they're
point
paying
is-
attention during the national anthem? They're
Oh,
not.
yeah.
Well,
I've never done it. The only time you do is when somebody's fucking up hard.
The funny part is all these
And that's a fact.
motherfuckers that are bitching and complaining like, oh, he's kneeling during the national anthem and disrespecting our flag and this, that, and the third. Half these motherfuckers disrespect the flag every day and don't even know it. If you got a flag outside your house, guess what? At nighttime, you're supposed to take that flag down and bring it in unless it's properly lit by a significant source of light. You're supposed to have a lamp literally underneath that lighting it at night. And you're never supposed to have a tattered flag, So if your flag is tattered and it's been out for a long time, you're supposed to replace that, and you're supposed to give it a proper ceremony, etc. You're not supposed to wear it as a clothing. People wear that all over: bandanas, shirts, hats. Those are all disrespect to the flag. But I don't hear them bitching about that.
We're
I see
like
the
a
same
Twitter.
motherfuckers doing it.
We're like a Twitter feed right now.
It's wild, dude. This whole
If people, I can't believe that this just happened because I'm like, if you're still hung up over the knee thing,
that's the thing.
you
I
gotta
thought
be
it was over.
bored as fuck and only just
Word.
sit around and watch football.
Move
And
on, bro.
Yeah, move on, bro. Like that was, man. I
Let
feel
it
like
go.
I remember that being a thing back in 2014.
And let's get back to the problem that he originally kneeled for. You know what I'm saying?
I know we're never gonna get to that problem.
We have to. No, we will. We just got to keep talking about it and
These
fighting for it.
motherfuckers are stupid. I swear to God.
Oh, no. Dumbing down of America is definitely a
I
thing.
mean, it's definitely distracted us because how much police brutality news have you heard, and how much since the kneeling thing?
You just got to look for it.
Yeah, but that's the
Yeah,
thing.
it still
That's the
happens.
thing. I feel like the opposite side, and I'm gonna say conservative Republicans were smart when they've kind of turned it on Colin Kaepernick, because now the news is always about this kneeling thing. It's never about what actually the meaning is about anymore. That's kind of the fucked up thing.
Mm-hmm.
So do we want to move on to one more fucked up subject?
Yeah, let's do
hit
it.
Hit it
Oh,
hard.
fuck it.
This is the fucked up episode. So
Not really.
it's
We're gonna
kind of
get to that good beef, and we're gonna talk about
This is
that.
a heavy episode.
This is a heavy episode. Scooting on. So the Trump administration has lost around 1,500
Jesus.
immigrant children. So let me talk about this motherfucker real quick. This pisses me off.
I just want you guys to know that that's half of the people that died in 9/11. but just all kids.
That's even crazier when you even put it that way.
Yep.
That's wild. No, but here's the thing.
I mean, not counting the people who died from cancer afterward.
Word. So here's
yeah.
Here's my thing. So his main campaign, fuck the jobs thing, because he hasn't done anything for jobs. The only thing he's done, and take it from a business owner, the only thing he's done is lower S-corp taxes. Trust me, my accountant hits me up every week telling me how much lower it is and how I should change my company. That's all he's fucking done. Separately, the other thing that he's run on was healthcare. He couldn't do that fucking right, which is why he hasn't changed it. Third was this immigration thing. He's wanted to build a wall, which honestly, as someone who does, I don't really care. The only reason I care about the wall is because it'll cost way too much fucking money for no fucking reason.
It's a colossal waste of time, money. I can't believe people still want to build a wall. I'm like, what do you think that's gonna do?
I don't mind proper.
Honestly,
I don't mind proper
people
border
who are
control.
crossing the border are not fucking like hopping a fence still. I mean, yeah, there's probably some people who are, but like they're coming through in advance. The ones that really want to get here, there's somebody getting paid. There's a money transaction that they're getting into the country.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be real.
Come
I think it's
on,
funny we're
son.
still talking about the wall because he's not gonna be able to complete it in his presidency.
No, he's
Yeah.
not. I think he's given up on it. But
He has to.
He-
He's
no,
not.
You couldn't even do it in 8 years.
Word, no.
He hasn't talked about it recently. I think
And
he's given up.
stupid.
But no,
You know how much of a stretch that is?
his main thing was immigration, and so now he's ripped a bunch of parents away from their kids. You know, the humane thing to do, obviously.
Yeah.
For people, and obviously
Well,
for
He's
idiots.
a Nazi.
Well, hold on.
That's what Hitler did.
Yeah.
Part of the issue is too is that these people are coming here and they're supposed to come in here seeking, asylum and stuff like that, and they're supposed to show up to a court hearing later on to get their citizenship. A lot of times, those people don't show up to those things, and that's part of the issue too. So you got people who aren't on file, aren't on record. You can't keep track of them, and then when they get caught up and found, they get escorted out, and their kids get left behind type deal or something like that. That's not. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not supportive of Trump by any means. I hate the motherfucker. Let's get that straight. But you can't put all that blame completely on him. It's the whole
ICE.
government system.
It's ICE right now. ICE is a huge problem, dude. We need to. Did you hear they also destroyed like records of like rape, like sexual misconduct?
I'm putting
maybe
on,
not rape. Maybe not rape. Maybe I'm reaching, but it like definitely sexual misconduct and abuse that happened within the camps that they had for people. Like they just destroyed a bunch of files like containing that. Like you Google it. You can Google it. Like literally, ICE needs to be dismantled because they're doing things that are outside of the law.
And I feel like it's okay to blame the Trump administration because this didn't happen.
Yes, and the Trump administration
this
is
didn't
like
happen.
pushing them to do more shit.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Not even Obama. I just snapped my mic. Sorry. Let's not even talk about Obama. Let's keep it Republicans. This didn't happen under Bush.
Nope.
Either one of them. Who was the other Republican before him?
Reagan.
It didn't happen with Reagan.
Yeah, but a lot of these immigration stuff, laws and stuff, the way they're worded, the problem is it's a conglomerate of things.
Yeah,
No, but what I'm saying is he made those laws recently.
No, some of them were actually put by the Democrats and stuff like that.
This is true. But the thing, here's what happened is that
I guess the enforcement of it. He's really enforcing them
we gave
extra.
Obama,
Yeah, absolutely.
we gave Obama a bunch of fucking power, and everybody was like, he's gonna use it to turn this world into a communist state. Everybody's freaking out, right? They gave because George Bush already had so much power that they were scared. Then they gave it to Obama. Oh my God, what is Obama gonna do? Because George Bush already had fucked shit over by being like, we're going to war, without going to Congress. He already fucked shit up with that. He kind of made executive like order a thing, and then they gave it to Obama, and they were like, "This guy's gonna bring us to a communist state." And then all of a sudden, they were perfectly comfortable handing this over to a reality TV star.
It's because they don't care as long as
And
they're
so he's
winning.
just getting shit passed because they
Trump
got all
is
the
literally gonna go
Republicans.
down.
Republicans control the House too.
Also, honestly,
That's the other thing.
I do feel like they're not all
They
Republicans.
got the majority
but there's
of the fucking government right now.
But no, I don't feel like all Republicans, but I do feel like there's a good fraction of Republicans that are genuinely racist. They just
Facts.
they're not,
Absolutely, yeah.
they're not gonna like. They'll find any excuse to not like Obama. It doesn't matter.
Diet
Like,
racism.
he was the black president. They don't want to have. They don't want to think that the black guy actually was successful at running this country.
Yeah, no.
Can we just think about the fact of how stupid racism is?
It's the.
I hate you.
It's the
I don't even know
dumbest
you,
shit.
but you have a certain color skin, so I'm gonna dislike you.
I got into a fight with somebody on
How
Twitter today,
dumb does
guys.
that sound?
You guys
It's
want to hear
stupid
this?
shit.
I got into a fight with some kid on Twitter today, guys, because he was like, the only way to get rid of people saying the N-word is not to put it in rap songs. Hip-hop artists should stop saying the N-word in their songs.
I'm not gonna lie, he's got.
And I was like, I don't agree with that, because I was like, bro, you can't tell.
We know. We went over this last week.
You can't tell people of color like how to express their life.
No, absolutely, but
Especially from an artist's perspective, like.
But
you gotta
as long as that
understand
word
you
is still
can't-
relevant, it's always gonna be used. Hey, Josh, do you say the? How often do you say the? Like,
Yeah, well,
Again, it also comes down to the one thing I regret that I didn't say last week's podcast. This is a little sidetrack about the N-word. When the music comes on and I'm singing in my car, I'm actually self-aware. I don't say it when I'm in, like, I know a lot of, and I know people, I know no
I've
one
been
believes
with him, he doesn't.
I know no one believes that.
He really doesn't.
No
He
one
really
believes
doesn't.
that. But the reason why is because once as a kid, I actually used to mispronounce salad as a joke, but then I pronounced salad the wrong way for literally a year, and I was just like, oh. So when I was taught that word, I like, since then, I don't say it
if you don't
because
say
it's
it,
one of
it
those,
won't be in your vocabulary.
Exactly.
So if you don't ever say it, it's never going to be in your
So
vocabulary.
it's one of those things where
That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
It's true, and it's true, man. If you don't say that shit, it's not. It's just the same with cursing, man.
Mm-hmm.
And because by that logic, if we should take that out, then we might as well stop saying bitch too, because now we're at the point where girls call each other bitches, right? And it's cool for a girl to call another girl a bitch, but if you call them a bitch,
Oh, I don't.
you
I don't,
get slapped in the face for
I
that
don't,
shit.
I don't joke about
Yes.
that.
You get what I'm saying though? Like, and if by that logic, then nobody should say that either, and that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I never. It's never good if you when a guy is getting called.
True or not
calling a
true
woman
though?
a bitch.
It's very good
Yeah.
point.
It's
It's,
never-
the
it's never
same
good
thing
look.
with can we say this on here, faggot?
oh, I hate that word. Absolutely.
But like
Yeah, but-
I know gay guys who call each other faggot, and I'm like, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, no.
But like,
that word
and
is.
even them, I'm like, damn, like you're just slinging that word around like that. All right, I
Yeah.
mean, I guess you can.
Yeah, no.
I don't know how that works.
That was a huge switch within the last, I'd say, 5 or 6 years. Because I remember in high school, people were beginning of high school.
See,
people
now the
were
real twist
throwing
would be
that around,
if I
but-
saw a retarded kid be like, you're retarded, because that's another word where I'm like, I can't say that anymore.
Yeah, no.
Bro, they used
You
to
never know.
throw
Special
that word
kid.
around and
see,
knock
like I
in the
shouldn't
middle
even
all
say it
the
like that. It's
time.
so fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a word that we grew up with and being like, oh, you're
You're fucking
retarded.
retarded.
And we don't think anything of it, but like nowadays it's like, ugh.
It's because everybody that wants to, nobody's got a backbone anymore. And not for nothing, our parents raised our generation, to have that house made of glass. They want to protect us from the innocent world and stuff like that. But when the stock market crashed and the world went to shit and we were all
Facts.
like, oh, fuck, this is the real world?
Yeah.
Like, it was an eye-opener for all of us. And
Yeah.
facts are, we're all crying out now because, not all of us, but majority of the millennials are all bitching now.
Yeah.
Shout out to dogs.
Shout out to the dogs. my
We're all
dogs-
bitching about now because we don't know how to cope. A lot of us don't know how to cope with it, and we're like, "Oh, you offended me."
I don't know
Yeah.
if I necessarily
It's
blame
it's
that.
okay.
I do
I
partially
think so.
agree.
I think to a certain degree, it's true.
I agree with it. I agree with them, but I don't agree that it's an excuse for.
Oh, it's definitely not an excuse.
Because I know, like that. I think I know where you're about to go. The parent for the recent school shooting, his excuse was, "Well, my child was bullied." And I do feel like his dad probably did coddle him to the point where he's too sensitive and he did that horrible thing. However,
think
it's
so.
not an excuse for him to actually do that
I don't
shit.
think
No,
that's what it
absolutely
is at
not.
all. I don't think that's what it is at all.
What? I
don't
do think
that-
mental
I don't
health
think-
is also part of
I don't
it.
think bully has anything to do with it at all. Because I don't think kids have gotten nicer. I think kids still say the same shit when you're. I think that's just like a thing of being.
No,
younger.
but that's what he's saying. When you're coddled as a kid, though.
You got to remember. You know why everything's PC right now is because everybody who, politically correct. Everybody who is fucking in our generation is now controlling like what's funny and stuff.
Kids
You
don't
get
have
what
to
I
go
mean?
outside. That's the difference, Josh. Kids don't have to. That's the you don't have to face the real world. That's what I think he's trying to say. So when you do have to
No,
face the
that's
real,
not what I'm trying to say.
no, but what he's
I'm
trying to
s-
say.
Oh, you?
Yeah,
Oh, you don't have to face real. I mean, people are mean on the internet,
yeah, but like if you think
but you
about
got to
it,
separate yourself.
like
from
think
that.
about some of the students at where I work. They're definitely very sheltered, and once they finally get to, we're very
Oh yeah.
extra.
So that's what I'm saying. They grew up in a world that was like, don't say mean things to each other. And I gotta, but listen, man, I don't think bullying has anything to fucking do with it. I really don't.
I
Because
think
if
it's
that was
mental
the
health and
case,
bullying.
if that no, but because if it was bullying though, you would see a lot more fucking black, Hispanic, gay, trans shooters. You know what I mean?
Well,
Because
again-
those are the people who really get bullied.
Again, I think this goes
In
back.
school.
This goes back to his point where certain kids are coddled. Predominantly the white
Yeah, it's the white community. Look at most of the shooters, bro. Yeah. Most of the shooters are white kids.
Yeah, so it's a combination of those things. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's why I say I don't think it's bullying, bro. I don't think like.
Oh no! It's
one
a mix.
The first girl he supposedly
coping skills.
Shot, or one who knows if it's the first girl. One of the people he shot was a girl that had been rejecting him for months, and this shooter was different. They said he was going around like laughing and shit and shooting people, so he knew who he was going after, and he shot this because the mother was like she had been turning him down for like 6 months. He kept trying to get with her, and she kept saying no.
That's wild. Guys, don't do that.
Like, I'm sorry, that is a simple case. And there was that other guy who had that YouTube channel where he was like, girls have rejected me my whole life, and this is why I'm going to kill people. And he had several uploads where he was saying that he was going to do this. And it was because girls kept rejecting him, and there was like the final video that he put up where he was like, well, this is like the last night because these girls rejected me. I went to this party, and still again nobody loves me.
Yeah, and you're kind of proving again. It comes down to coddling. Mental health and coddling. I think with growing up, those kids didn't have to face
the real world at all,
rejection or anything. So that when they finally have to do it, they're just like, wow, this girl said no to me for 6 months.
They don't understand the word no.
Yeah,
their millennials don't. They're afraid of that 2-letter word.
Yeah,
it's that simple. And when they hear it, they lose their shit. I know. I work with them.
Afraid.
Oh, I know. Trust me, they go wild. Yo, I got.
What do you mean no? Like no, it's crazy. Yeah, you're right, and that's what. Yeah.
Like think of the issues.
A combination of things. Fuck that kid, man.
And none of them know how to listen either.
Yeah, fuck that kid. That shot up the school. Fuck any kid that shoots up their school.
I don't even know their names, and I'm glad I don't, because they all suck dick.
Even if you were bullied, it's not an excuse to shoot up your school.
Not that sucking dick is wrong, but you know what I mean. Like they don't just they suck that. Life stick. Life stick. They suck. Life stick, not a person.
Once you're done with high school, like no one gives a fuck.
No.
Once you go to college, you'll be good.
Actually, I don't care who you are. Sucking dick is not fun. Just like
unless you're into it. If you're gay and you're into it, then sucking dick's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
No, it can't be. Dicks are disgusting.
I know people I know people who get off on sucking dick.
Yeah, but guys, dicks are always dirty though.
I keep my shit clean.
I keep my shit clean.
What do you mean?
Like naturally, guys, like just have a dirty presence. I feel like.
No, I clean my shit. All
you can clean your shit all you want, but it's still like.
No, it looks like
swinging in the wind, peeing.
No, mine looks actually like a Greek god. I don't give a fuck what you say.
That means it's very small. Because you ever seen those statues, dog?
That's fine. Whatever. Last week you said I had a big. Last week you said I had a big dick. It's all good.
Yeah, no, it's 2 for 1.
Who the fuck cares?
All right, next.
It's your dick.
I'm just talking shit.
All right,
I don't know.
We were off. We got very off topic.
We're gonna come back.
No, but so we're all upset about the immigrant thing. I'm honestly very upset with.
I feel like nothing sounds fun about choking.
Fuck Trump.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm eating pussy and I'm like, I can't breathe. This is too much. You know. And I'm like, I don't want to. I'm sorry. Like yeah, sure, it's fun for a while, right? But like there comes a point where you're like, all right, like.
Can we talk about this? I don't like getting blowjobs.
Really?
Yeah, okay.
I've never gotten a.
You haven't gotten
the right blowjob.
I've never gotten a good blowjob.
Nope. I used to feel the same way, kid.
Stop. Let's stop talking. We're not talking about porn.
No. We're not talking about porn.
This is supposed to be a porn-free episode, damn it.
This is important, but no. Given the opportunity, I would go down on a girl before she goes down on me. Just saying.
Well,
I
okay,
love
that's
eating
fine.
pussy.
That's fine. Yeah, like nobody's saying like first, but who goes first? But like,
no, just in general.
Shit.
No, I thought you were about to say, I'll just go down on them because it's fun.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'll do that.
It's because you're a cat person.
Yeah. I love pussy. What can I say? No, it's just because
Matt's like, nah, I don't even want to fuck.
No,
let me just eat your pussy and watch fucking.
I'm a dog. I'm low to my bone.
Let me eat your pussy while you're eating SpaghettiOs and watching Naruto.
Come down here. You make me sound like.
Did you watch Naruto?
No.
You seem like the type.
You make me sound bad. No, I'm just saying. My plan would be
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Go down and then get to smashing. But if she was just like, nah, I'm not about to smash it.
You're still down to eat the pussy, is what you're saying.
Basically, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Matt eats the box lady.
Says something.
Just so you know.
Talk about ladies.
And right now that face is clean.
Seriously.
Word. He ain't looking half bad today, you know.
Yeah, it's smooth. Don't worry.
All right,
I'm not gonna give you chafing.
What was I gonna?
Yeah, but then you can't give a bitch.
What's the next topic? What's the next topic? Are we finally talking about this?
If you're gonna do much that, you gotta grow that shit
this
out.
wholesome hamburger beef.
No, we're talking right before it.
Oh, damn.
We got two celebrity topics before that. What do we want? Morgan Freeman sexual harassment or Roseanne getting canceled?
Let's do Morgan Freeman first.
I love
Morgan Freeman first, then Roseanne.
I don't want to talk about this. Let's go this. I don't want to believe it.
All right, so Morgan Freeman.
It's not true,
guys. We're not talking about this.
Apparently, Morgan Freeman has been sexually harassed.
Not my guy.
And Yeah, God apparently has been doing it, but also
He already served time with Shawshank, bro. He don't need to go again. I'm
I'm
telling
gonna clear
you.
the air. Let the man finish.
So apparently, this is what I know.
That was a good joke. Can we
Yeah,
just?
it was. All right, this is all I know. So let me just say what I know. This is all alleged. I heard this from the Power 105 Breakfast Club today. So if you want to blame anyone, blame them.
Yeah, fuck you, Charlamagne. Just kidding. Wait, no, that's not Power 101.
Yeah, no, it was. It is Breakfast Club. It's
Oh,
the
it was?
Charlamagne Angela. So what happened was
Yeah, fuck you, Charlamagne. I knew it was.
he apparently was like rubbing. He was apparently like getting real spicy with this woman at CNN during a press junket, and she didn't like it. So then she did an investigation, and she found out that 15 women have come out. 8 of them as witnesses. 8 of 7 are about like 7. Like half of them are witnesses. Half of them are actual women who've been assaulted or harassed. I don't know the proper
How
term.
do you even do that?
And they actually apparently.
How do you find these people? You're like
They're
on
at-
Twitter, like, have you been touched by Morgan Freeman?
They're
Hit
at his,
my line.
apparently they work at his production company, and they don't have an HR department at his production company. So these girls have actually, or not, I don't even know if they're all women. These group of people have some of the witnesses could not be women. Also, you never know. So some of these, they all made a group together, and they all meet up outside of work as like as a survivors club. Because they don't have an HR thing. So that's all I know. That's what I heard.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's a little wild.
Yo, so
See, what I heard, and
The Survivors Club is what gets me a little wild. You don't have
Yo,
an
listen,
HR
the
department.
news thing though, that bitch definitely. I don't know about all that. I
hold
don't know, but I mean, if you got.
I didn't know about all that, so I don't know if that was released before or after what I read. But I read most recently that there was 3 key people that were coming up against him type deal or something like that, or that they were using to come up against him. And all 3 came on file, including the one of them that set up the investigation, that they all went on file saying essentially, no, like, we're reneging, like, it's all good, like, he never really came at us any kind of way. He never said anything to us. And I'm talking about the CNN person, the CNN employee. So,
yeah, no, I
I'm
don't.
curious. I want to do more research on it, but I don't think.
I don't know.
Nowadays, it's to the point where if you look at a woman wrong, you're going to get locked up.
Yeah.
It,
And it's getting like, it's becoming I don't want to be a dick because I'm all for the hunting and slaying, so to speak, of predators and shit like that. Like,
I thought you were gonna be like pussy.
No. But no,
Oh my god.
I'm a feminist at heart. I'm all about equality. I don't want to put the toilet seat down any more than they want to lift it up or whatever shit.
Facts.
You know,
No,
but
I mean, I don't mind.
That's
I'm
doing
all
not
for
a
the
good
equality.
example.
No,
No,
no, that's my go-to, bro. Because if equal rights is a thing, they can put the toilet seat up, just like I can put it down, or vice versa, rather.
See, no, I prefer here.
But
I'll debate that.
my point is,
Matt's just gonna sit down. He's not gonna let you be.
are you a squatter, Matt?
No. Here's my reasoning.
You ever tried peeing sitting down with a boner?
When I really have to take a shit, I'm running, so I don't want to have to worry about like the seat and then accidentally falling in. So I like just putting it. Also, I've got cats, so I put it down because Samantha likes to swim in the toilet.
Yeah. But my point is though, like it's a witch hunt
dirty
right now. It's
cat.
getting to the point where it's becoming a witch hunt, and they're taking down everybody. You know.
Yeah, that's what
I mean,
that's
and
what
I
the
don't
Me
wanna-
Too thing is about. Which
And
is,
I don't want to be the dickhead who takes away from and blames the victims if they were indeed victimized. That
just,
sucks
like-
dick. And if that's the case, fuck Morgan Freeman. But I don't
I'm
know,
just-
and I'm hoping it wasn't, because I think Morgan Freeman, in my eyes, is a good dude, and it's gonna suck to lose another father figure, so to speak, in the
He's
Hollywood
God.
industry. Yeah,
He's God.
Literally.
even Cosby, man. If you look at Cosby, he was the father of America,
that was
bro.
sad.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like they're going on a witch hunt. They're
sad.
taking everybody down. Now, if all these assholes are being dicks and doing all these fucked up shit things, like, then yeah, by all means, lock them up. But it just sucks.
Yeah.
I feel like I hope this one blows over like the James Franco shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seen that? Like, didn't that happen to James Franco like a couple weeks ago?
I don't think it blew over. I think he's been laying low.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was smart. He said,
He's like, I'm not going to Oscars. I'm not going anywhere. I'm laying low. I don't know.
Fucking James Franco, don't fuck.
But now it's getting to the point where I don't even want to work in a female group. Just gonna have dudes around me.
I just gotta think from some of these guys' perspective when they're on like fucking Blow, chilling at the studio, like, "What's up, bitches?" Like, they're like, "I'm fucking Morgan Freeman. They're gonna want to fuck me." Right? That's what they're probably thinking, and then it don't go that way.
No.
And then then they keep going because they're on drugs. That's what I'm imagining, right? That's what it's gotta be. Could you imagine Morgan Freeman on coke?
Does Morgan Freeman go to coke parties? Like, is that
I
sounds
imagine
like what you're
in
like?
my perfect world, everybody who's in Hollywood is just fucking doing blow together.
Well, let me hit you all with this, because this is a similar question as what we asked everybody on my cast. Bill Cosby, we'll put Morgan Freeman situation.
Yeah.
Are you still going to support Morgan Freeman if the allegations are found to be true?
I'm pretty sure they're true.
Let's move into the next topic before we mention that, because I think the next topic is a perfect example for that type of situation.
No, wait, I'm confused. How is this relating?
Next topic is
I
Roseanne.
get you. Go ahead.
Yeah, but like also I feel like
Because the Roseanne is the exact situation. Are you going to support? Because ABC said no, we're not supporting her.
Yeah.
They said we're not cutting the check no more. We're not allowing you to. We're not distributing.
Yeah, they pulled everything.
So. Yeah, so let's just.
Morgan Freeman and Roseanne are not on the same level.
I know, but the example he gave. Are you going to support Morgan Freeman?
Well, no, not in that terms. But right now, Roseanne was actually the highest rated TV show in a matter of like 4 years or something like that.
Oh yeah, no, let me answer your question first, and then
for just starting out. Yeah.
Let me move. Then we'll move on to Roseanne. But I try my best to separate artists from the artist as much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't
work out that way.
And you know what? It really is a bias thing. Like, I know Cosby did terrible things to a lot of women.
Yep.
But Cosby made my childhood at the same time. His art made my childhood. So at the same time, I will always give his art leeway more than someone I don't care about. Like, even R. Kelly, like, I give R. Kelly some leeway more than, like...
God, he was pissing on children.
He was
that's terrible, Matthew.
He was doing worse. He did a lot more than
No,
that.
he was doing worse.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. Like, he married Aaliyah at 15 illegally. He obviously peed on that 15-year-old girl. Allegedly, he was found not guilty because he blamed his brother. He was like, no, that wasn't me. That was my brother. How do you gotta feel if you're his brother? You're like, yo, you're really gonna put that pedophile shit on me? Because he was wearing a mask, and it's like, the voice sounded similar. So he was like, no, that's not me. That's my brother. And obviously they're like,
his brother's like, yeah, I'll take that heat.
No, his brother was never found guilty because it wasn't his brother. You know what I'm saying? We all know who it really was, even though he was found not guilty. And then recently,
wait, what was he doing with the mask on?
He peed on the he
He
did the sex. Yeah, he peed on a little girl, and then in the court case, the way he got away with it, he's like, that wasn't me. That was my brother.
Circumstantial evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
So, and then recently, it just came out that he's been like, these women have been 18, but even then, like, he'll get these women right out, like, 18, like, grooming them, like, keeping them almost captive in his house. Like, he does terrible shit. But at the same time, my mind's telling me no.
Huh.
I can't.
That wasn't in taste.
I know.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
It was a bad taste.
No, that was hilarious.
No, but
fuck R. Kelly though. I don't know.
But so moving on to
I listen to his
Roseanne,
old songs, but he probably doesn't even have like the real like. He's not getting money from those like he should be. I feel like.
No, I don't think any artist is really getting streaming money like that.
Yeah, so
unless you're getting a billion streams like Drake.
I ain't gonna buy his new album. I'll tell you that much.
He's not getting a new album.
I know, but if it came out, I would not buy it.
I don't think any record label is gonna stand.
Just
by
like
him.
I didn't buy into that Chris Brown shit. He was like, somebody was like 40 songs. I'm like, yeah, 40 songs that sound like they're from 2013. Hey. Chris Brown been stuck in the same.
Well, yeah,
era.
let's let's move on to Roseanne. Roseanne made a racist tweet the other day, and ABC immediately was like, "Fuck this, we're canceling Roseanne," which is.
Do you have that quote?
Let me get the...
jeez, she said some real fucked up shit, man.
It was in regards to VG.
Yeah,
or VJ.
VJ.
Who's that? I don't even know who that is.
It was one of Obama's aides. Mm-hmm. Roseanne. Let me find Roseanne's tweet. Because she deleted it. And she... You know what's the funniest thing? She blamed... what's it called? She blamed being on Ambien, and then Ambien made a tweet.
Yeah.
And Ambien was like, "We have many side effects. Racism isn't one of them."
Oh, hilarious.
When Ambien comes back and does a sick burn.
Ambien's like, "We're not taking credit for your shit."
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
I have it right here.
Yeah, what did she say exactly?
All right, so,
oh God.
Ms. Barr wrote, "If the Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby equals VJ."
VJ is, I believe, Valerie something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just some racist shit. She called somebody some racist shit, and
And
She got killed for it. She got killed, taken off air. So I was actually watching this podcast earlier today, though. Podcast. This is some meta shit. It was only because it showed up on my Twitter feed, right? It was these guys. They a couple weeks ago they had like reached out to Roseanne when she was in like a Twitter storm, right? And they got a reply talking about Fortnite and shit, and they were like, "That's weird." And it was her son, who had been frequently taking over her Twitter. Cause he's like, she is fucking not well, like she can't, I don't want her to have Twitter, so like he's been trying to lock her out of Twitter for a long time, and like she keeps getting in.
Yeah.
Like, so he's been taking her phone and like changing her password and shit, but he's in college and shit, so you know.
Yeah, facts. Well, here's the
Valerie
thing.
Jarrett, by the way, was the name.
Pretty crazy though, right? I heard that and I was like, damn, it's gotta suck to be a fucking Roseanne's son right now. His name is Buck too. So that's any perspective.
Here's one
Buck.
thing. Trump just said there's a media bias. He
Like
just made,
B-U-C-K, you know, Buck.
Yes.
he just said something recently right now that says that's
Oh
media
goddamn,
bias.
Trump is
Who
fucking
gives a
so
fuck?
stupid.
I hate this
But like, wait,
motherfucker.
I just want to say one thing because
He's like, Roseanne is my friend. Why are you guys doing this?
So yo, I just had breakfast on Sunday with her. She's an amazing,
I watch
bigly
TV too,
nice
guys.
lady.
We had bigly breakfast.
Roseanne's ratings were gonna be huge, and you just
Bigly
canceled it.
scrambled eggs.
Canceled it.
Bigly toast with bigly amounts of butter.
Wait,
in Great America.
I just want to say one thing about this. So
Trump News Network.
one thing I keep seeing people say is with situations like this that's against freedom of speech for people to get canceled and stuff. There's a great quote from Charlemagne because Charlemagne replied
It's
to
still a private company at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They can do what they want.
I'm going to quote Charlemagne because Charlemagne replied to someone in his comments, and I feel like it was the perfect response. He put at whoever the fuck it is. She's free to say whatever she wants, and if the network she works for doesn't like it, they are free to fire her. They are free to fire her. Freedom of speech doesn't mean you have freedom of consequences for your speech. See, social media got y'all fooled because you say reckless shit all day with no consequences. Then when you get touched in some way, you play victim. Fuck out of here.
Wow.
Shout out to Charlemagne.
Which is true. It's like, you gotta think from the company's perspective. Yes, she had the highest rated show of this year, of the last, honestly, for a long time. 18 million views for a premiere episode, a lot of views. At the same time, if you keep her on, what black person is gonna want to work for ABC? If we're thinking narrowly, not even people who aren't naturally racist and don't want to support that, like you're gonna obviously have white people, but let's just think completely narrowly. Let's just think only black people. What black person wants to work for ABC or Disney at that point if they allow?
Oh wait, is ABC owned by Disney?
ABC's owned by
That's
Disney.
why they fucking canceled her. Ass. It was probably Disney being like,
No, that also.
"Are you dead ass right now?
Yeah.
Are you?"
That's
They
the thing.
called up the head of ABC like,
Hey, guys.
Jim, I don't know if I'm fucking high right now or what, but I'm looking at Roseanne tweeting something about black people looking like apes. What the fuck is going? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. So
Hey guys, I thought we were done with this shit when Walt died.
he's like, are you dead ass? He's like, are you serious? He's like, are you serious? Your wife is black. What are you? You're gonna.
well, the president.
Cancel, you know what I mean?
I believe the president of I don't know if it's the president of ABC, but the person that fired her, the executive, is a black woman also.
Oh
So it's
shit!
like, you got like, again, just thinking narrow.
She was like, listen, Roseanne.
Just thinking.
I know your
completely-
racist ass doesn't know what the fuck's going on right now,
Word.
but if you don't stop, we're gonna cancel you. And then also Roseanne was like,
But you gotta think about. You got.
she literally did that.
You.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking.
Dummy.
I'm thinking completely
Why would you
selfishly.
do that?
Like
What a
thinking.
racist motherfucker.
Like I'm thinking selfishly, trying to get good talent. Like you're not gonna be able to get good talent from a large majority of this country if of an entire race doesn't want to fuck with you.
For not just a large, but like most of your.
And also
most
think
of the
about
country.
viewership. Obviously, black people aren't gonna want to support ABC anymore.
I mean, what was the fucking point of even putting that out there? Like,
She was just
Listen,
upset. She
I'm
was-
telling you, look at how Disney's stance on that shit is changing and changing more and more. That I'm telling you, that's what it was. I'm sure at some point Disney steps in there and goes, "Are you guys fucking serious?"
Well, they stepped in with some of their ESPN reporters going against Trump, so they didn't cancel them, but they went in during that stuff. They didn't go in during this, which was something that was blatantly just like racist. They would have just been a bad look all around. And again, it's just like you Yes, she had one of the most successful shows, but that show's not going to last forever.
Hell no.
Weapons when you need a new show, and all of a sudden, let's just say, for example,
That's like the most
What
horrible shit
happens
you
when
could
she
say
like
to.
collapses like in the middle of filming because of fucking quadruple heart attack something or other because of she's
Like
fat
she
and,
literally might as well have just dropped the N word like right in there, you know.
what
In the tweet, like that's just as bad as what she did.
but basically, Freeman, like,
She attacked two races at once too. You gotta remember, she didn't just attack black people. She said Muslim people too.
Yeah.
Also, another thing.
She just insulted the biggest religion in the world.
Another thing Charlemagne brought up during his Breakfast Club, just because it was, regular people can't afford to be racist like Roseanne and Trump. You gotta think, a lot more racists have come up since Trump has been elected, but y'all gotta think, Trump's not gonna be affected. People like Roseanne, her show's canceled, but she's rich as fuck. She's not
Hell
affected.
yeah.
The people that are really affected, the cameramen,
She's probably gonna die. I feel like, I'm not gonna lie. This sounds fucked up, but like she's gonna be so depressed. She's on drugs.
All the extra actors,
This is okay.
all the actors, all this stuff. Those are the people who are really fucked. Like this race is
John Goodman's over there like, motherfucker.
facts.
John Goodman's a G. He can get a job easy.
Yeah,
He's
no,
like,
John Goodman's-
Roseanne, what's going on? Why are you doing this to yourself?
I'm thinking about like the rest of the crew and stuff like that. Like those are the people really affected. Like
Holy shit.
racism, like y'all can't afford to be. Like Trump makes it, y'all come
they're all
out,
tight at
but
her
you
right
can't.
now.
You can't afford to. Like you guys will lose your jobs because it does not make sense for a company to keep a racist on board. I'm not gonna lie. If one of y'all came out and did some wild racist shit, I would separate myself because one, again, that narrows the audience. Two, that narrows my hiring pool because people are not gonna want to work for me if I allow racists. And then three, even more importantly, I just don't agree with that.
So you're saying if I did blackface right now, I'm just gonna...
So now to the next topic because I think
I'm kidding. Obviously, I'd never do that. It's fucking
facts.
so fucked up.
No, but so
No shit, bro. If any of us did some crazy shit, I don't know. I don't think we would be friends.
we'd have to.
I
If
might
I
duff
found
you.
out any of you guys did some crazy shit.
I wouldn't.
I heard some people at
Oh,
work
no, I'm a duffy.
laughing
I would
about
be
it
like,
today, about the Roseanne thing being like, I think it's so stupid that I got canceled. And I was like, that's why I ever heard one of you two or anybody saying that shit. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. That's straight up. And I might not win that fight, but I will try.
A situation like that.
I respect it.
Well, no, a situation like that. I leave
I
it
was
up.
like, oh, I'm so tight when they said that. I hate people I work with.
The company, and the thing is, you can't. Again, I feel bad for the crew, but it's like you can't. What are you gonna do? You can't suspend Roseanne from the Roseanne show. It's her show. She's executive. She has complete control over
They
it.
replace her.
Yeah, like you can't do it. Well, even then, she owns the show. So
No.
like, there's nothing you could do. All you could do at that point is just like, we're not gonna air it, which sucks for the rest of the thing. But that's just what you got. That's the only thing that
So
you can
she
take
losing
from her.
money on this?
I mean, I'm sure usually when you do season ones of show, you get like low rate, and this was again the most successful show in TV. So like they were gonna get a huge bump up second season.
Motherfuckers tuned into this shit. They were like, "Oh yeah,
It was a
love
good
this."
show.
It was
I'm not gonna lie.
the highest anticipated show in like 4 years.
It was
I've
a
been
good show. I
I've
heard
been
it was like
I've been
really
watching
bad.
I've been watching all season. It's honestly not a bad show.
I never watched Roseanne. I didn't care. I just love John Goodman.
I think it's hypocritical, some of their Trump views, especially in the latest episode. Because the latest episode, they're talking about how, like, Roseanne needs, like, a knee surgery for, like, $6,000, so the husband, John Goodman, is, like, taking on a contract job for as low as possible. He's going to use illegal immigrants, and they don't want to, like, screw over, like, his friends and all that stuff. But then all of a sudden there was, a state of emergency, and then they're like, come on, Trump's called a state of emergency so FEMA could give us money and we could screw over FEMA and then rebuild the basement for half the money and then use part of the money for the surgery, which morally I get it. I would probably do the same thing, but I just like how hypocritical they are with themselves. So it's like, oh, it's okay to screw the government over and steal money from the government when it helps you, but when other people need to use the government and need to scheme the way they need to scheme to get their family by, that's not cool.
Well,
So
man, that just sounds like a terrible premise for a show.
I mean,
But those are real world problems that people are dealing with every day.
And I don't mind seeing another
Yeah, they are.
perspective. It's an entertaining show. However, I understand why they had to get rid of it. I would, if I were in their situation, I would do it too. Because again, you're cutting off everything. You're cutting off talent that you can hire. You're cutting off your audience. You're cutting off everything.
This day and age, that shit don't work.
It doesn't matter
That's
how
not
many.
right.
Well, right now everything's we're the most divided we've ever been, pretty much. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
short of like slavery since like 1865 and stuff like that.
It's
Right.
But
Because
yeah.
Comcast bought Time Warner Cable.
Well, no, it's because of the internet. Really, is what it comes down to. Is
That's what I'm
because
saying.
you know
Comcast bought NBC, not Time Warner.
everything's
Really?
so easily out there, and once it's out there, you can't take
Why
it
is there
back.
no more
You can't
Time Warner
renege on
Cable?
it.
That's Spectrum.
Yeah.
No, but
Aren't they owned by each other? Doesn't Comcast
no,
own Spectrum?
they
At the
just
same
changed
time,
the
they catch
name.
the
Yeah, but
biggest
doesn't
stuff
Comcast own
easy.
Oh
Spectrum?
yeah,
No.
so quick.
You're lying.
So fucking
You're
quick.
lying.
Keep showing your cheeks, motherfuckers.
They just changed their name.
Right?
Give
Yeah.
me something.
Those
to
stupid
aim at.
fucks.
That's what I believe so. All right. On to the real topic of today.
Oh shit! Oh, we still gotta talk about this spiciness.
It's gonna get real. So something that happened literally like 2 days after. Honestly,
This happened today. The
No.
new song came out today.
no, I knew about this the day after we recorded the last podcast because
Yeah, that's funny.
I knew people that was at the because people would leak the fact that Pusha T had a diss track. So I knew about it like the day before the album release. I was like, ooh, let's get it. So Pusha T dropped Infrared.
Well, he dropped Daytona.
He dropped Daytona which had Infrared, a diss towards Drake, Young Money, Cash Money, Birdman, all that stuff. And yeah, he bodied
He didn't
it.
really do anything. He just said, the same shit he's been saying for a while. He said the same thing on Exodus.
He did. Yeah, he did. He
What is
did
that? Exodus 23.
23-1. He did a nice jab. Honestly,
He took
we'll
a butter knife and said,
and then Drake responded with some fire shit. And
Drake responded and killed him, and I thought it was over for the
yeah.
for the King Push. I really did. I was like, oh no, you did not just kill Pusha T.
And then
I was scared. Scared.
Pusha T responded yesterday.
My man got hit with the
No,
paddles.
today wasn't it?
Yesterday from
Came
us
back
recording
and
it.
killed it.
Last night from us recording it. This
Oh,
episode.
it's going from
Pusha T dropped the song in reply to Drake, and he won. I'm calling it now. And you know what's even worse? So we'll get into this. So the first, what I think happened, Pusha T was playing chess. Let's separate this from the Meek battle. When Meek did it, he started with a tweet. Drake did a light jab with Charged Up, but he also, if y'all remember, he released 2 other songs that day: Right Hand and Hotline Bling, which was one of his biggest songs. So he was trying to hide that diss track. Meek didn't respond, so then he did back to back. So then that was just like Drake was like, let me see how Meek's playing. He realized Meek was playing checkers, so he's like, all right, let me play chess with this guy. He did back to back, bodied him. This was a different situation. Pusha T came in.
Yeah, Drake came first. Drake got scared and he came first, I think.
I think he got cocky. I think Pusha T, I think that was a light jab. Yeah, he said some foul shit some weird shit in the first song, but it was a light jab. He wanted to see how hard Drake would go. If even Drake would respond, Drake fell for it. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to back with this guy. I'm not gonna play with the Charged Up. Although he did play the similar game. He did that one song and they released a single the next day.
Wrote my man
he
an
is
invoice.
smart like that. He is smart like that.
Yeah, he
though.
did write the invoice, but he also released a single the next day to try to
The
dilute
invoice
it.
is hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. He asked him for 100,000.
Well, that's because Pusha tweeted out
Wouldn't
afterwards.
you though, Josh?
Pusha-
Wouldn't you ask for like at least 100K?
He said revival of career
But-
on the invoice.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you gotta
That's
realize.
some real.
That's an actual contract. Thing.
Yeah.
Like,
That's like a fucking.
But Pusha said on Twitter after he released the song, he retweeted Drake's song and he said send the invoice for the 20 ...
Yeah, and then Drake sent the invoice.
And then Pusha T came back with a song called "Story of Adonin."
Adonis.
I know it's Adonin.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just people are mispronouncing it because Adonis is flows with the tongue.
Yep.
It's
Adonin?
a picture. It's a picture of Drake doing blackface. Which, by the way, I tweeted about the song last night when I first heard it. I said Pusha T won because of the other thing I'm about to say, but that's because I thought this picture was Photoshop. One, I did not. Once I found out this picture was real this morning, that was really Drake doing blackface. That makes the story of Adonin even greater because he uses the story of OJ Beat, and he reveals that Drake secretly has a son. Or a
Yep.
child. I don't know if it's a son, but secretly, allegedly has a child that he's been keeping low key.
Keeping low key,
That's
keeping in the closet.
crazy.
From a porn star, baby mama.
That's fucking crazy.
Baby mama's a porn star.
I thought that was the big reveal, but as soon as I found out,
She's pretty bad. She's pretty bad. I give her a solid 8 out of 10 though.
honestly, I don't know what's worse
Maybe
though.
9,
No, I was gonna say like
8.5. 8.5. I'll give her an 8.5.
give
Actually,
her like a
yeah.
7.5.
Damn. Okay. Shit.
I don't care. My man literally called him out and said you a deadbeat.
Oh, here's the thing.
Oh yeah, Pusha called him a deadbeat.
Facts.
That was wild.
That's wild.
So the other thing is
the wild shit. I think the wild. Well, that and the 40 thing.
That was cool,
that was
bro.
really cool, buddy.
Genuinely, I think, you know how
Drake's producer 40 has multiple sclerosis.
Yeah.
And so he hunched over, because he's fucking sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
the
40,
song,
but
he's
looking
like-
like he's 80 type deal.
Wow.
And that's why I pushed the T
Because of
said
the MS?
40, he looking like he's 80. He's sick. How much time that guy got left? Tick, tick, tick.
Yo, that's fucked.
He said,
up.
I got that
That's-
devil
that's-
flow.
All right, I was
Sick,
trying to
sick,
figure out
sick.
what,
Yeah.
what that
He crazy though. He
100%
really
meant.
said that too.
Yeah, no, that.
That's why he just said do surgery, snip, snip, snip.
Oh no, that was replied to Drake because he said this is surgery.
But you can still double entendre, bro.
Yeah.
You could associate that to him too.
Facts. No, honestly, that was the one line that was a little kind of foul.
All of it was kind
Yo,
of.
today's multiple sclerosis day too.
But at the same time,
Damn.
Did you know? Yeah. Fucking what's his name tweeted at 40.
yeah,
He was like, on that note, I said that.
he's like, on that note, today's National MS Day.
Yeah.
Smoke the ganja.
Also, fucking,
Smoke it.
what was I gonna say too?
Which is I just want to say why this is foul for people who don't know who 40 is more than a producer. I give for Drake's career, this is Drake's Dr. Dre if he's Eminem. Like this dude is definitely. I don't think there would be a Drake without a 40. And I think if 40 actually we are gonna pass one day. When he does pass, if he does pass soon and Drake's still recording, I think that'll be a major hit to Drake's career. So that's kind of wild that he's making jokes about that.
He really did say some crazy shit for that one.
40 is more than just a producer for Drake. That is like, if Drake is a brand, Aubrey Graham and 40, Aubrey being Drake, are 50-50 and making
he
that
also
possible.
said some crazy shit. He said that he brings out his dad like a monkey suit, which I don't know what he's getting at, but a lot of people are taking it like he does that so that people know he's black type shit, and that's why he never shows off his mom too. Like,
Yeah,
that man was the cover of his album and shit, which I get, but
Well,
he
he
left at the age of 5. That's why Pusha T said that. So he's like, why you like that when your mom raised you?
Yeah, facts. He has
Which is crazy. Oh my god, that's fucking wild.
yeah, he's talking about his
That's
mom.
wild.
He's like, your mom's not happy, and you're always like, damn.
Just talking about your dad, but meanwhile, what?
That's just fucked up.
Push it-
Push really went
That's what I'm saying.
as far as one could go on a rap beef. And then so the other thing is he said his son deserves more than an Adidas track run. That's because he said in an interview today that Drake is going to be releasing, because Kanye and fucking Push are both on Adidas. They're both signed to Adidas, so they weren't supposed to know, but they found out that Drake is doing his own line. He's getting off of Nike and he's going to Adidas. And he's gonna do his own line where it's called Adidon after his son.
So he's trying to make money off the clothing line, but he hasn't announced that that's even his son.
He's like, so you have to have like a clothing line to be like, I have a kid. Yo, it's wild, dude. Honestly, he really just kind of killed that line too in a way, because he's telling people early,
The only thing
Now
Drake,
he's revealing why it's gonna
He's
be
shining
that.
light on all his bad.
It's gonna be-
He opened the door to his skeletons.
the only thing Drake can
That's
respond,
exactly what Push said. He
Facts.
said, I got no skeletons in my closet, so I want to see what he comes with.
The only thing Drake can do at
Facts.
this point, the only thing he can say about his kid that would make him look good is if he's just like, it's not that I'm a deadbeat dad. I don't want to try to sell my kid or try to make money off my kid because.
But then Adidon is not.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck.
That makes sense.
Or no, maybe he's
It's
trying
not
to.
adding up here, Drake.
Maybe he's trying to keep the kid hidden until he's a little bit older. Cause,
Okay, well, his baby mama tweeted one time, Drake is a deadbeat dad.
yeah, but he hasn't come.
Fuck Drake.
Oh, wait, here's my defense. 50. I always go back to 50. 50's second child. He didn't publicly announce until it was.
But was his baby mama being like, 50's a deadbeat fucking dad?
No.
Alright, so
You're right. There is a difference.
stand down. There's no difference.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, there is a difference.
There's a difference. But
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't realize that she said that. That was back in 2017, too. She said that.
Yeah, no,
I'm sure you can't find that tweet anymore, but
yeah,
those Twitter
no.
ninjas screenshotted that shit. So it's out there in the
Twinsies.
ethos.
Yeah, no, that was.
Shout
a
out to
I
Twinsies.
remember that rumor came out, and that just died down after a week, and everyone was like, she must have been lying.
Yeah,
And then
but now this is coming up. It's starting back up. I mean, it's still speculation. Like, it might not be his kid, but either way, he's not claiming it. And she's like, that's his kid.
Yeah, no, dude. If it wasn't his kid, he would.
She live in France, too. That's why he said the whole, you're doing the border patrol shit.
Dude, he would have put it. Honestly, something like that, if it really wasn't his kid, he would have won this beef if he just made an Instagram post with like him with a stack of money, because that's what Drake does. He's just like the stack of money. If he just had like a bunch of money, it was like stacking up for my, and he put in quotes child support and then like parentheses, because then you get the point like he doesn't actually have a child, but I think it is his kid. He would have made some sort of response like, yeah, sure, I got a kid.
It's still crazy that he violated him like that. And then he said that your father left at 5 and you're doing the same thing pretty much.
Push killed it.
Push killed it.
Yes, sir.
Like, Drake has to come back.
And knowing our luck, as soon as we're
Hard-hitting.
done recording this, Drake's going to release a diss track. So next week we're probably going to be talking about the scam, but whatever.
Maybe.
As of right now...
Well, imagine by next week, like, one of them is dead.
Fuck. It's 40.
Oh, that was cold-blooded.
That was too hard.
On that note...
I feel so bad now.
Change subject quick.
Oh, that hurt. That felt bad. I'm sorry, that was just a bad joke. But yeah, no, so I guess Pusha won. Next subject. Last topic of this week.
Well, it's 1-1 right now. I'm going to give it to that, like that.
No, it's 2-1. I think Pusha got a nice...
I don't feel like Infrared was a diss track, though.
Dude, maybe not a Drake, but the baby...
Oh, god damn it, Dustin.
El Monstro.
The baby looking at me crazy, like I really killed a baby. That was kind of hard. It was hard. I fucked with Infrared. So final topic of the day, and Dusty because it's anti-Apple, and Dusty's kind of.
Oh, do we wait for him?
Nah, I mean.
Well, I can do this. You could like animate something.
You're actually killing a lot of time, which is great. This podcast can be over an hour now.
And that's all, folks.
He's flashing.
Oh yeah, he's coming. All right, so let me.
Wait,
Yes.
is that how the song ends?
I like how you don't even remember how that shit ends.
No, I don't even
All
know
right,
what
so
that
let me pull up this thing. So Apple, I'm talking about Apple. Oh, now you're going. Oh, smart. He doesn't have a passcode. Take a selfie. Take a dick pic.
No.
Oh. So we want to
missed
wait.
my song.
Yeah, we wanted to wait for you. We sang a little song until you got back because this is actually anti-Apple, and you're most anti-Apple out of anyone. So Apple released.
Yes.
So Apple released this new.
Where's my phone, motherfucker?
Damn, you're good.
So Apple released. So Apple for the last, I'll say, 5 years have not made a proper pro computer. People will say the Mac Pro.
Let's just say they've been making novice computers.
People say the Mac Pro is a pro computer. I'll tell them to suck my dick.
Mm-hmm.
That is not a pro computer. It looks like a trash can. It is a trash can. It's an overheat. It overheats. It's a piece of shit.
Oof. Harsh words.
Mac in general typically makes
So they're
a crap product.
but they're trying to get better. So they're like, let's finally make a pro product that can hold people over until we finally unfuck up the trash can Mac Pro.
Let's try to find a way to revive Steve Jobs and bring him back because we're sinking here.
Okay, so what happened?
So they made an iMac Pro, which is essentially a black iMac with workstation parts
Oh,
in
they
it.
made it black. They said, listen, this is more
It looks
your
sleek.
speed.
So my main reason I don't want to get the iMac Pro. I've thought about it, but the main reason I don't want to get it is because it's an all-in-one machine. You cannot upgrade to all-in-one machines. It's really hard, and apparently you can't even switch out the fucking stand without having an issue.
Everything is
Wait,
soldered
what?
in place.
This past week, there's this YouTuber. I don't remember his name. His name is Snazzy something. I'll put the link in the description from his video. So he bought a $5,000 base iMac Pro. So what he did was he removed the
It's
stand.
like a desktop one.
No, it's like the ones we used to have in the studio.
Yeah.
So very high powered, and he's a taller YouTuber, so he replaced the stand that it used to be on and put a VESA mount. So essentially, you could just attach it onto an arm, move it around. This is the first iMac that Apple has allowed you to put the VESA on mount yourself. Usually, you had to buy a custom iMac with that mount specifically on it. You can't switch it out later. It doesn't come with a stand. First time they allowed you to do it, they fucked up so hard. So you need 9 screws to put the stand in. There's only 5 screws to put the VESA mount in. The 5 screws broke every time. He brought it to the Apple store for them to fix it, and for them to do it, when he got it back, it came back broken. All the screws broken. The stand, the stand wasn't even attached. It was just the vase mount. They for some reason wanted to use the stand, and I was watching videos of like people replying to this. One person said the one reason they may have wanted the stand is to align the holes to try to like screw right down the middle to try to grab the screw and all that stuff. They completely fucked up his stand, which wasn't even attached to the computer. The back of the computer is all marked up and all fucked up because no one. And it took them 2 weeks, and their excuse was always, well, the only person certified at this Apple store is the head genius, and he's not here right now. So they had him wait for 2 weeks. They fucked up the back of his computer because no one is certified in this all-in-one. He uploaded this video, and he's just like, let's see how this went. And he unscrewed. He's like, they didn't even try screwing this thing because they were so worried about breaking screws. And let me even add something else. So this vase mount is an Apple product. Apple branded, Apple stickers on it, comes with an Apple manual. When he called customer service initially with it, they're like, we have no clue what this is. This isn't an Apple product. And they're like, but it comes with Apple marketing. It's like, no, this is a third-party product that we put our Apple branding on it. You have to call them for service. And he's like, but your number is the one for customer service in the box. But okay, whatever. That company didn't help him. They're just like, just go to the Apple store. Apple store tries to help him. He gets it back after 2 weeks, all marked up, all fucked up, like completely marked up on the back. Technically on the inside, it's all working. I don't believe that because they probably used a drill and there's probably shards of metal in it because if they marked it up that bad, there's probably bits of metal in there. He unscrews it. He's like, first screw is like, yo, they didn't even try to screw this in. Comes like immediately out. He's like, but it's not broken. Good. Second screw, it's like, yep, definitely. Whoever did it was super scared, not barely screwed in. All right. Third one, he's just like, fuck, screw's broken. He gets it back after 2 weeks. Same predicament it's in, except now his Mac, everything else is marked up on top of it. Apple thoroughly fucked up this computer. And their main excuse for what, and they've been doing this. I've been seeing a lot of videos come out where Apple hasn't been able to service these iMac Pros, and it's because they're not. You need special certification for it. And most people they're working on, they're not giving out the certification classes enough or whatever. And this is why I will never get an iMac Pro, because these all-in-one machines, they're making it, you can't open them up, you can't fix them, you can't do shit like that. And then you got to bring it over to the one person who can fix it, and then they fuck it up and break it.
So basically,
PC, bro.
So basically, you're saying that this guy
did everything right.
What did he do?
Apple fucked
What
him.
did he do after that?
See, he released the video. He released the video.
Listen, he was fucked from the start because, and you all y'all that got Apple products because you bought Apple products to begin with, man.
Oh no, I hate the way Apple has gone.
Great.
When I got my laptop, you can open it up. You can, if you really want to, you can switch out the processor. Didn't do that. I switched out the RAM. I switched out the hard drive for an SSD. You used to be able to do that. iMac, the regular iMac, you can switch out the RAM, no problem, without opening up the screen. You have to open up the screen now to even switch out the RAM on this iMac Pro. And then the Mac Pro, the new one, the old one, you used to be able to pull it out. You could change everything in it. You change the processor, all that stuff. What's known as the cheese grater Mac Pro. Mm-hmm. You could change anything on that. The new Mac Pro, that's, what's it called? The new Mac Pro, the trash can one, they have soldered on GPUs, soldered on SSDs. You can't really get at the CPUs. I think you can.
Why would they do it that way?
And then,
is it just to make money?
Yeah. The only thing you can change really on that is the RAM. Like, NVIDIA released GTX 10 series, or just their GTX drivers for Apple last year. The cheese grater Mac Pro is faster than their newest trash can Mac Pro with those new, because you could put the graphics card in. You can put the newest graphics card in. They have it's a 12-core processor, so it's just as fast as the other one. Put it in the faster 128 gigs of RAM. Fill it up with SSDs. You have a faster Mac from 2012 than the new ones from now.
Wow.
Yeah.
They fucked up along the line somewhere, huh?
Yeah, Apple's been and then their new MacBook Pros you can't open up. Everything's soldered on and glued onto each other. I don't fuck with it. The only thing I'm happy about though is that their new
I want this red phone now.
Their new Mac Pro is apparently going to be good. Apparently they're going to be able to open it up and it's going to be modular.
Lies.
like a real PC.
Lies.
I'm hoping because I
or you can just go PC now today.
I do. I feel you, but some production stuff I've been hitting.
And it's
the
always
wall.
been that way.
Some stuff with commercial, I need ProRes. I'm doing a Broke Film Squad about difference between ProRes and Avid DNX HD, but I've had a lot of situations where I need to do ProRes, so having a proper Mac would help. But right now, the only proper Pro Mac is the iMac Pro, and I don't want to deal with this extra bullshit. If I can't open it
Why
up,
don't you get a
switch out RAM.
2012 and put a fucking?
Why don't you get a
graphics card
Thunderbolt
in it?
display?
Well, no, well, yeah, I could do that, but again, it's just like everything that comes along with the all-in-one. Like I can't switch out the RAM, can't switch out the graphics card.
No, the Thunderbolt display. It's just literally a monitor
Yeah,
in ProRes.
No, a Thunderbolt display doesn't play. You can't export ProRes. You still need the Mac OS.
Guys, I don't think anybody in our podcast cares about this shit.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to
Watching.
end.
No, I mean tech stuff. People like tech stuff. YOLO.
You guys are starting to get into the real.
Well, no, basically you need a Mac to do ProRes, and it's one of those things. I'm working on it.
Exactly. That's where you hit the point where it's. You need a Mac to do ProRes. People are, I don't know what ProRes is.
Production stuff. So I mean, sometimes you need a Mac for it. I'm thinking about it, but
Sometimes
you
to
need a
make
proper one.
a hammer work, you need a nice handle.
It's all
right
about-
now, we don't got a nice handle.
It's all about it's all about the proper tools, and right now Apple just doesn't have proper tools for me. That's all I'm saying. I don't want an all-one machine. I have to break the screen open.
Fuck Apple PCs always had my proper tools.
I want that red camera.
There's actually someone that opened up their iMac to try to upgrade it, and they broke the screen. And
With the
Apple's
red
like, we can't
phone.
fix it.
I'm gonna do it.
We're like, we're not gonna fix it. We're not certified.
I'm gonna do this.
All right.
You don't even want to
Red
hear
phone?
me say this because I'm really cool. Yeah.
You gonna get the red hydrogen?
I'm gonna walk into an Apple store. I'm gonna steal all their stuff.
All right.
Do
So
it,
let's
kids.
end
Do
it
it
here.
home.
We'll talk about the red hydrogen in 1 week. But we'll end it here. This is the My Crazy Podcast, episode 17. I'm Matt. What's your name?
Nah.
He's Tycho RC. I'm Dusty B.
JT.
And I'm Matt, for redundancy's sake. Thank you for watching. Subscribe on YouTube, iTunes, all that stuff. We'll see you next week.
We out.
Comment down below if you're gay.